These Kangal dogs are a national treasure of the Turkish people, not of any individual. A dog has no owner. A good dog has no owner. Everyone should know this. Barish, come on, breakfast time. Okay, Grandpa, that's enough swinging, dear. Come on. Okay. Yavuz, there. Venus, come here. Come on, come. There. There's the pup. Look, right there. There. It's okay. Come on, come. There's Yavuz. Come on now. Yavuz. Venus. Well, where did they go? Yavuz, Venus, where are you? Panther. Can you hear me, Panther? Look, there's Panther over there. I, Bahri Çiçek, from Kuşkayası village in Kangal. I was born in 1933. I'm the son of Karaman Aya. Our grandfathers came from the Caucasus, meaning they came from Azerbaijan. We are Azerbaijani Turks. We're 1891 immigrants. They arrived in 1891. Well, of course, this is what we heard from our elders. The very first founders of Kuşkayası village were our great-grandfathers. We came in 1947. My father's cousin had some land here. They were partners. So we moved from the village to this place back then. Part of us stayed over there, and part of us lived on the hamlet. My interest in animals first started with birds. It started with pigeons. My older brother had birds. I would chase after them until evening. My passion for animals first began with birds. After that there was Hamit Göçmen here. He had a dog that could take down wolves. I loved that dog very much. I started going hunting with Hamit Göçmen when I was 15 or 16. I learned how to hunt from him too. That's why I was trying to get the best dog. But of course, since I was a child then, I couldn't keep a dog on my own. After moving out, just like that. Because of my passion for dogs, I raised my own dogs. And I had a desire to keep the best one. That's exactly how it happened. My dogs were famous in this Uzun Yayla region. They had made a name for themselves. That dog of Aslan Tavush called Palo killed a wolf. That wolf kill, that's where my passion really started. Not every dog will go after a wolf. There were others, there were a lot of dogs. None of them went for it. He killed that wolf all by himself. I was with my father, of course. I didn't have a say in things back then. I couldn't keep a dog on my own. But after that, Hamid Göçmen's dog was here at the hamlet. He also took down wolves twice. So after that, to satisfy my passion for dogs, I went all the way. To Höyükliyortingürün. I was 20 years old at the time. I brought back a female dog. She was pregnant. From the Sutaşı dogs, those wolf hunters. They were famous. That's why I went all the way there to get her. Those dogs here. After I went to do my military service, the dogs caught rabies and they all died. Now, after I returned from the military, I got married and moved out from my father's a year later. Just so I could keep dogs. That was part of the reason. That's why I moved out. Well, the dogs here, Ali Yarar had a pair of beautiful dogs, wolf-killing dogs. I took the female dog and sent her to Sutaşı. I bred her with that dog called Göbel in Sutaşı. The dog I sent to Göbel was a very famous dog. They also killed wolves here anyway. And the wolf had torn his mouth off, you know. The animal's teeth were visible. Well, I sent her to Sutaşı. I bred her with the dog in Sutaşı. Even more wonderful. After the dog had puppies, I chose from them. I kept I kept two female dogs. I kept them. The one descended from that female, the one I call Gaytar, is my own dog. I named her Gaytar. And one of them got rabies and died, you see. There were two female dogs. The female gave birth. The male didn't have puppies. That's why I kept both of them as female dogs. Well, one got rabies again, got sick and died. That dog I called Gaytar stayed with me. And again, they had given the puppies of that same Kemchik female to the Kangal lords. I took that same dog and bred her there once again. I bred the same breed there. Those famous dogs of mine, that dog's puppy was in this Absheron village. I bred her with him. I got those famous dogs from the same female. From the female I called Gaytar. One's name was Willis, the other's was Pala. The two of them killed wolves, together with their mother. But the dog I called Gaytar killed wolves twice before. She knew how to do it. Together with her puppies, we killed wolves again. After that, of course, I went hunting with them a lot. My interest just grew, you know. After that, they used to roam all the villages around here anyway. That's why everyone tried to get dogs from these animals, you know. But they shot one of my dogs. They shot that wolf-killing dog. Well, the other one remained. From that one, I bred back from the same animals again, you know. The panthers are their lineage. I later gave the remaining dog to Ankara. Look, one of them, the one I called Palak, was a very coarse dog. But Willis wasn't that coarse, yet he was a very brave dog. And he was a dog that ran very fast too. That's why nothing could escape from him. There was no such thing as fear, you know. If you set them on a lion, they'd even take down a lion. The famous dog was with Lutfu in Chayarova. Well, my cousin, the Shamara family, had them. They were around, the Kangal lords and others had good dogs. Hasan Hussein Turkdoğan's dogs were just like mine, you know. They were very famous dogs. He was an enthusiast just like me. We didn't call them Kangals, we used to call them livestock dogs. Well, they became known as Kangals because they were bred in Kangal. This American man named Hike came to visit us. Well, he examined my dogs. And at that time, he told me this. He said, I've traveled all around. The Sivas region, he said. And I found these to be the pure Kangals. These, he said, were the Kangal dogs bred in Kangal. Another man named David also came to Kangal. That David came here to my place as well. He came too, you see. After that, the Kangal dog started to become famous. Otherwise, who even knew about the Kangal dog? Hardly anyone knew them besides me. They were just with the livestock. Well, that was about it. You know, no one really paid them much mind. That man I mentioned, Hake, had a doctor with him, a lady named Susie. That woman had also worked as a doctor at Hacettepe in Ankara. She also knew Turkish exceptionally well. She's the one who brought him. The woman brought Hake. They had visited all the districts of Sivas and then came to our district. They asked for me then, so I went. They'd been told in the district that so-and-so has a famous dog. I went there. They picked me up from there and came back here. He measured my dogs, looked at them, and opened their mouths like this. He checked them all over and everything. He turned back and told Miss Susie. Of course she knew Turkish, so she explained it to me. He said, in the Sivas region, in the truest sense, as pure Kangals, I found these to be far superior to the others. After that person took a puppy from me. He just took the puppy and left. There was a puppy, and he wrote me a letter. He said the grizzled ones are smarter, more aggressive, meaning more courageous. He mentioned 25 words. In the letter, he said it learned 25 more words than the other dog with the droopy mouth. And he said the grizzled ones have more courage than them. That's why I became interested in the panthers. I started to like the black ones more. The name Kangal, after that Hake came, well, it took the name Kangal after that. That man said these dogs belong to Kangal. He said they don't exist anywhere else. That's why the name Kangal stuck, you see. Before that, we didn't call them Kangals. We called them livestock dogs. Dogs that take down wolves are always dogs with character. They're smart, they're brave, and they're dogs with character. A dog that doesn't take down wolves is sluggish. They're not as bold or as smart as these ones. Dogs that take down wolves are mostly intelligent dogs. If it's in their lineage, we'd pick them out from among the puppies. They show leadership. The brave dog among those puppies. The others can't get near it, and when it growls, they all back away. It happens with females, and it happens with males. But in a litter of 8 or 10, there's only 1 or 2 like that. They're not all going to be the same. They might have it in their blood, but we'll keep the one that'll be the true leader. Honestly, my dogs can take them down alone or in pairs. Not every dog can do it alone. I consider a dog that hunts alone to be a lion. My dogs have taken them down alone. The females have done it, and the males have too. A wolf-hunting dog knows how to wrestle. That's why it wins. It knows how to fight, you see. If it doesn't know how to wrestle, it can't take down a wolf. I usually kept one from the last of the litter and one from the first. And it's like this. The first pup is strong and the last pup is very aggressive. It might be a bit smaller, but it'll be very tough. That's been my experience. Both of these are males. I would choose both from the males. I'd choose the female separately. The female is the same. It's the same for the female. You'll see the female is just as feisty and aggressive. She'll drive the others out. She'll just take over. Somewhere there's a wolf hunting dog. If a man has livestock, he'll trade a ram or a sheep, whatever it takes to get that dog. To protect his flock, he'll get the best wolf-killing dog there is. If there are 3 of them, they become even more powerful. There's no difference now. A wolf hunter is a wolf hunter. They were hunters then, and they are now. If it takes down a wolf, it's the same dog. If it can't, it might be a Kangal, but it's not a real dog in my eyes. There were large dogs in the past too. Today there are still small ones and large ones. Just because a dog is small doesn't mean it can't kill a wolf. A wolf hunting dog doesn't need to be overly bulky. My favorite dog, the bulkiest one, is my panther. It needs to be about the size of this panther. For example, Yavuz is a very tough dog. He's small in stature, but they existed back then too. Dogs that could take down wolves just like him. I've known places with dogs the same size as Yavuz. They'd kill wolves. There were some that just couldn't keep up. A large dog against a wolf, it can't keep up in a chase, my son. Another one will catch up. If it catches it and it's a hunter, that big dog will kill the wolf in 5 minutes. That's how it is. For the kind of dog I like, the tail should be curled at the end like this. When it's raised, it has a beautiful shape. It's like the build of our old Achilles. That's the look of the dog I prefer. I also love Panther's build. It's very fine. With that curled tail, it looks majestic when it's up. It just has a different presence. Those are the dogs I like. Hamid's Jackal dog, number 1. Starting from way over there. Aslan Sergeant's Palu, number 2. Mustafa Bey's Kırsal dog, number 3. Among my own dogs, those famous dogs, both of them were beautiful. One was of a certain type, the other black dog was more handsome. I mean, he was more handsome than Buzz. The tail of the dog that bowed at the navel was straight. It was straight, but its front was very beautiful. The dog wasn't very coarse either. Size is not a skill. For a dog, being small is not a skill either. But it's not like it's going to be extremely small. I mean, it should be at least 82 centimeters. Can't be extremely small, I mean. Do you understand? What we call small would be 82 centimeters. What we call big is 85. In that range, it wouldn't be too coarse, I mean. The acceptable one is the brave one. A dog that isn't brave, whether it's coarse or small, it has no value. A dog must be brave. That's a breed. I mean, they won't all be the same. That's a generation. I mean, it's still going on. Not all of them are brave, of the Kangal dog. The wolf hunting breed is a different breed. I mean, what we call wolf hunting is a dog that goes after wolves. It's both brave and intelligent. And it's very combative. I mean, it's always on the prowl. Towards its owner, the wolf hunting dog is very devoted to its owner. It even recognizes a person's enemy. I am a witness to this. I witnessed it with my own eyes. Even your adversary, if that man's heart isn't right towards you, it even recognizes him. It immediately goes on the attack against him. I got stuck in the winter while coming. I got stuck in the winter. Not every dog would do this. It's impossible. The distance between here and where I stayed is 5 kilometers. I got stuck in the winter. I was distressed. I said to myself while thinking, if I call out, I said, my dogs will come. I shouted there, fired 1 or 2 shots with a shotgun. 5 minutes later, all 3 of them came. They showed up. Not every dog would do this. It's impossible. If it's not shouting, do whatever you want. They came, they showed up, and they got in front of me. That dog I called Gator, it's both looking at me and walking. I mean, this is a memory I can't forget. It's a long story. I had been left on the mountain in the middle of the night, sir. In that storm, I came and reached the village. How can I forget that animal? I mean, it came from the mountain and saved me. That's the intelligent one of this dog. That's the dog I call wolf hunting. I used to go hunting. I would leave the dogs here so they wouldn't come. On the mountain, among all those guns, as soon as my gun went off, they would come and show up. They wouldn't go to anyone else's gun. How did that animal recognize the sound of my gun? And whenever I pointed my gun somewhere, they would stand up on 2 legs. Like, where's it going? They'd wonder. Now, wolf hunting dogs protect their flocks so well that they won't let any creature, they won't let anything in. There. I mean, even if a wild donkey comes along, excuse me, they won't let it in. They won't let another shepherd or any other person in there. They go on the full attack, you know. They only protect their flock. They won't accept anyone else, you see. They don't accept anyone besides the shepherd. He says, no one can come near my shepherds at night. In my opinion, a dog that stays inside the flock is no good. Now look, a dog shouldn't wait inside the flock. It goes to the mountains, streams, and hills to scout suspicious spots, then comes back and waits 10 or 15 meters away from the sheep. Then it gets up and goes again. I mean, it doesn't just sit there, you know. It goes and patrols the area, comes back and waits just like that again. And it doesn't sleep until morning either. If a wolf comes at night, it can catch its scent from 2 or 3 kilometers away. They'll charge out and find it, no matter where it is. They follow the scent, you see. It follows that scent through the darkness of the night. I mean, it follows the wolf's scent, and if it's close, it follows its tracks. Exactly. It never loses its way. A wolf hunting dog doesn't bark at a wolf. It doesn't bark at anything. It puts all its effort into killing it. It goes as fast as a bullet. A barking dog won't go after a wolf. It's barking out of fear. Would a wolf hunting dog bark? It's not possible. It needs to chase it for at least 5 kilometers. A wolf hunting dog will go, you see. It won't just go to the hill and turn back. Not a chance. A dog that turns back is no good. That's just all talk, you know. A scared dog just goes there, barks, and comes back. Once it finds the trail, it'll go for miles. Are there 50 wolves that it would turn back? If a local wolf has come, it's just a local wolf. 50 wolves, come on. A wolf hunting dog. A wolf that it's chasing can't turn back. It's kicking up a storm. Where's it going to turn back to? Who says that? The shepherd who says that is lying. Whoever says it, they're lying too. The shepherd must have fallen asleep and let it happen. Like the dog left, the wolf came, and it attacked again. No, he's lying, you know. What do you mean, turn back? You let it happen before, and the dog chased it away. The dog took care of it. He's lying. Then when the wolf runs away, look what it does. One runs one way, the other runs the other way. They meet up further ahead. That wolf comes back to the same spot, you see. It goes right back to its mate. I mean, it doesn't turn back. It goes to save its mate, thinking it'll be killed, you know? So it catches up to it. How many times have I seen it? That's it. I set that female dog I call Gator on 2 wolves in the Agri Valley. Just one female. She cornered them, and as she pressed them, one wolf split off to the left. It split off, and the other one fell right in front of her. I climbed the hill and watched. I saw that further ahead, the wolf that split off was right by its mate. But when I first set her loose, the distance was 200 meters. When I first let her go, I watched from the hill. Through binoculars, only 50 meters were left. They were about to cross the Babo Valley of Takanlar. I watched from the top of Agri. Do you understand? Why didn't those 2 wolves turn back? Just one female dog. I don't know where she went beyond that point, you see. Afghan is 6 kilometers from here. And that Babo Valley is at least 5 kilometers from where I am. So I don't know beyond that where she went. I only saw her up to that point. Beyond that she wasn't visible. She finally came back late in the evening. But I've seen other clumsy dogs turn back. It goes over the hill, barking from this side. It chased the cat over, then suddenly it's bolting back. Then I saw the wolves were coming after the dog. Why is it coming? It's coming for it. It chased the dog back. Smart animal. A wolf hunting dog knows it'll get hurt, yet all 3 wolves run from it. I didn't see it turn back either. I couldn't see its final stretch, anything beyond 5 kilometers. But that animal also knows this one will cause it harm. That's why I run. Otherwise, if all 3 turned and attacked, they'd tear the dog apart. And one dog like that charged into 8 wolves. It charged into 8 wolves. In winter, they tore it to pieces. A wolf hunting dog. It chased 8 wolves right to the edge of the village. There they suddenly turned on the dog. They tore the dog to pieces. They ate it right there. I saw that too. So, should the dog leave the wolf it's chasing and just come back to the livestock? Are these people fools or what? Why is it coming back? Come back to protect the herd without chasing the wolf, huh? It came back out of fear. What makes a Kangal a true Kangal is its ability to take down a wolf. I know many Kangal dogs in the Kangal region. A true wolf hunter is 1 in 100. They can't all be wolf hunters. Its lineage is different. The wolf hunting dog is what defines the Kangal. It's the dog that defeats the wolf. We are Azerbaijani Turks. Just as the Turkish nation is brave, the Turkish Kangal dog is equally brave. An animal that isn't brave cannot defeat a wolf. A dog is only as brave as its owner. Let me tell you that. It trusts its owner deeply. Kangal dog, now look, it's like this. If the dog went on its own and took down a wolf, then that dog is a wolf killer. But if the owner caught it, shot it with his rifle, and let the dog finish it off, I don't call that a wolf killer. Now, don't exaggerate this much. Now, sometimes I listen to people. I mean, you call a dog that hasn't taken down a wolf killer just for the money? You say the same thing about a dog that doesn't take down wolves, and you say the same for one that actually does. The dog went out on its own. If it took down a wolf, then I call it a wolf killer. Otherwise, shooting it and letting the dog maul it, that's not being a wolf killer. Any dog can maul a dead wolf. Whose dog took down 3 wolves in a single night? That's just a lie for you. Goodness gracious. In 15 years, I've only had 3 wolves taken down. How can it take down 3 wolves in one night? Where were all these wolves anyway? It's just a lie, I tell you. People should speak the truth, friends. At least they shouldn't ruin the Kangal dog's reputation by exaggerating like this. If there are 3 of them, they kill without getting hurt. Look, a trio of dogs. A pair of dogs gets slightly injured. If it takes one down alone, the animal gets devastated. It mauls the wolf until it dies, but gets as many wounds as the wolf itself. The wolf is a tough animal too, you know. 1 female, 2 males. To take down a wolf, to do it easily, that's what's needed. A trio takes it down easily. If there are 3 Kangal dogs in a flock and they work as a trio, they fear nothing. I mean, they don't even fear the wolf. If one of them is a wolf killer, and if that wolf killer attacks, the others will help it too. I mean, if you leave it alone with the wolf, maybe it won't kill it, but if it's with a partner, even that one helps its mate and they kill it. Let me tell you this one last thing. My dear brother, and I'm saying this to the dog owners too. Now, these Kangal dogs of ours are a national treasure of the Turkish people. They don't belong to an individual. A dog doesn't have an owner. A good dog doesn't have an owner. Everyone should know this. Because a good dog, just as it protects its own flock, it protects other flocks too. These are our national treasures. Instead of fighting with each other, breed good Kangals. I mean, don't breed bad ones and waste food on them. Find them, get them, and breed beautiful Kangals. Let it look after your flock, and let it look after you too. Some American came here back in 1970. He knows the value of the Kangal dog, but haven't you, as the Turkish people, learned this yet? If you haven't learned it, then shame on you, I say. Know its value. No matter whose it is, if someone has a good dog, support them. Breed from that animal. I don't praise my own dog. I would never praise it. Everyone loves dogs. Everyone used to have hunting dogs. That is why I am warning you. Protect the Kangal dog, especially the truly genuine ones. Breed them. Help each other out. I just said a moment ago that a dog has no owner. What I mean by saying a dog has no owner is this. I am saying everyone should protect these good dogs. This dog did not just drop down from the sky. I got it from someone else too. I did not breed this one myself. I got it from others as well. I got the best, and I tried to breed the best. And my request to you is to breed the best. At least do not keep the bad ones. I would like to thank you all for your appreciation. Thank you, be well, and stay healthy.